Hi everyone, I'm Kelly. Welcome to the Quilters Challenge again. This one is for July 2026, and the challenge has been issued by my quilting friend Sam Alberts. So let's see what she has to say.
Hello, I'm Sam Alberts at Quilting Curve Studio. I'm from beautiful British Columbia, Canada, and I live in the unceded territory of the Interior Salish-speaking peoples. And my challenge for the Quilters Challenge 2026 is orphan blocks. I challenge you to make something out of all of the orphan blocks. The ones you've made yourself, the ones you've acquired, and maybe some of the ones that are in the back of the closet that you've really tried to forget about. So grab those orphan blocks, big and small, and let's go stitch.
Okay, challenge accepted. Except, I don't really have orphan blocks. When I make a block that maybe doesn't work out, I put it in my bin and I cut it up for scraps. So I had to think a bit. Somewhat recently, I made this as a test block for the Quilting Basics 101 project that I'm involved with. So I have this one. It is 10.5 inches, I believe. Yep, that will do. I asked a friend. She did have some blocks that didn't work out. I want them 12 by 12, and I'll explain in a minute, like this stripy one, for example. I have another one that I'm pressing at the moment. There is a pinwheel. That's cute, pinwheel-ish. This square and square fussy cut with polar bears. This one kind of has Asian looking fish. This one's all kind of crazy Asian fish again, looks like, I think. And then she gave me this one. I think that's 10.5 inches too. And then some cut up bits. Whoops. So I have this. I can make a pinwheel out of it. I kind of clip them all together so they'd be the same. There's these ones. Look like that. Make another pinwheel. I think I have an idea. A couple of years ago, I made a quilt that was meant to be a bench blanket for when we go camping. And I used all my scrappy crazy blocks. So I want to do that again. I don't quite have enough of these ones that my friend gave me. So I'm going to use some of those and some of my scrappy blocks because I wanted to make it the same size. And the other one I did was 3 blocks across by 5 down. I will link that video in the description box for this.
I put these blocks out on the table just to fiddle around with layouts. I think this might work. We'll see how it goes when I sew everything together. Maybe, maybe not.
I already have a scrappy block that is almost big enough, so I'm putting this large strip on it, and then I'm going to trim it to 12.5 inches. I'm going to sew this 4-patch together next, and then I'm going to start on the pinwheels. So let's line up the seams. My friend already has them pressed open, so we'll just go with that. Make it look pretty good. Yep, that's actually lined up quite well. This block is fine, it just needs to be trimmed to exactly 12.5 inches. I sewed the 4-patch together. All the seams are open. This one is not big enough, I will have to add more to it. It also needs a bit of trimming and squaring up. And the pinwheels are all half done. These are going to need trimming and squaring up. I have the seams pressed open to start with, so I just have to orient them and pin them together and then do another seam down there.
Here I am chain piecing pinwheels, and I put the camera on time 2 speed to go a little bit quicker. Chain piecing just means that you keep on sewing more blocks without cutting the threads in between. These stripy pinwheels are sure bright. I'm not sure what my friend's plan was, but they've been fun to sew on.
All of the blocks that were not big enough to be 12.5 inches I have added to and made them. And I made a scrappy one. So this is the next row. Row 2. And then over here on my big board I have row 1 already sewn. So I'll just keep getting the top done and I'll show you what it looks like when it's finished. There we go. The orphan block quilt top is done. I do not have time to get it finished off, but that could be in another video as I finish up other stuff. We shall see. I haven't even picked out what I'm going to put on the back of it yet. Thanks for watching, everyone.